more broken limbs, my snapped fingers.
There was a whispering in the night. It's that kind of story. It's a story of a tiny Viking and a tall, shining man. Leave all that, don't confuse them. It's the story of a monkey child that leapt between my bowels.
My poor aching eyes, my poor shuddering bowels.
Hush, hush, hush about your aching. Hush, and I'll tell it properly. I've seen it all.
Here we go.
I've seen warriors hacked to bits with axes, heads rolling.
A load of old rot.
I've had men run through and bleeding against my trunk.
Nothing but sap.
I've sheltered lost children and runaways. Young lovers scaling my sides to see the stars.
I've seen the northern lights turn in the sky.
I've seen that 1,000 times.
100,000 times.
It's boring now.
Tears have been spit on my rough skin.
I've seen a time before time.
Start on about the Ice Age next. I was a seed rolling in the freezing grind. Told you. I saw the great old Odin ride through this forest, nipping branch from bark.
My poor branches.
I saw full pull-up trees by the roots.
My trampled roots.
I saw the very first man sculpted from the ice of the fjords below. If I remember that, I must remember something. But this story. This story. Yes, this story. This story about dragons.
No, children. Children bold as dragons.
Wild, lost children. Brave, stupid children.
Nice children, though. I like them.
You like everyone. How did it start? With cries of women and of wolves.
With blinding flashes in the sky, living thunder cutting the ground.
With trees split open, all the lights in the town turned to darkness.
No, before that, a boy with wings. With a little boy weeping. Who can say, really? Too many things have happened. The world's too old.
I remember.
It's all lost. I remember it all.
Oh!
Fall back, frail mortals! This dragon dies by my sword!
I'm not a mortal. I'm a giant. Look at me. I'm really tall here.
Are they giants?
Harry, you're a giant. Gunner, ignoble man.
Why do I have to be the ignoble man?
Well, it's foreboding.
Fight me if you dare.
Can I be a giant? I can be a giant.
Look, I'll swap with you if you want. I'm really not bothered.
No, don't worry. I can do it. Ignoble man. Just give me a moment.
Come on, all the blood's going to my head.
I can't just turn it on.
I'll pass out in a minute.
I'm a wild, sinful warrior. My flesh is weak.
I arm wrestled him earlier. He was quite weak and fleshy then.
Look, I'm a dragon here. Will someone do battle with me?
At last, I look into your yellow eye, Nidhogg. Now, see me. Pierce it with my sword.
In the eye! She's gonna get him in the eye!
Oh, she just said that.
And so as Ragnarok rages, the mighty dragon Nidhogg broke free from his prison beneath the world tree, wreaking his foul vengeance!
Freaking of what?
No, reek. And thus he rose up this trusty horse. That's me! Fluffy tawny wings. And spreading his poison on gods and on man.
And on giants.
On giants. I am but a noble man, and he has roasted my blood. I shall never be vanquished. You noble man, you will be vanquished. Ah, sweet life, sweet death, all one to me. As the oath breakers lie bleeding, Nidhogg rises up higher and higher, pouring his poison, bringing with him endless winter. The world will end with the freezing of all man's hearts and bones.
My heart! My hair!
What's up with you now?
My hair, Harry! My hair!
Alright. Breathe. Think about nice things. What does Mum say? Chocolate and Christmas. Think about that.
He hit my hat, Harry! He!
What do you need his hat for?
I'm a dragon. Dragons don't care about anyone's hat.
It's not Christy's fault. He'll always find something to win for. I wouldn't mind. I was dying beautifully there.
You should have died 10 minutes ago. I mean, how long does it take?
Why do you even bring him?
Follows me, doesn't it?
Why is he playing a giant in a Viking hat? What's that all about?
He likes the hat, but why can't he like a hat?
He likes collecting soil. He likes licking trees.
Your family's so great.
My brother's not a fruit. My brother's a policeman.
Your brother is a traffic attendant.
My brother's keeping this town safe.
Your brother is a traffic attendant in a town with 2 roads. If he could do anything else, then give his job to his signpost.
Oh. Come on, we've got the great slugs to!
So are we not playing now?
Does it really look like it?
Chrissy was just about to go into the moon's night sky, helping the end of all things.
Yeah, I was. Was I?
Can't we ever do a real story? It is a real story. Like, something that could actually happen.
We should do a story with an aeroplane. No, a boat. No, a tank.
You don't want to be here, Martha. No one's asked you to be. I know we were going to do something else, but I changed the plan. Sorry.
I could do a story where I'm a fighter, and I could see the fellas, no, the monsters, no, the soldiers, all coming in their boats, and I run at them and throw rocks. No, fire. No, grenades, but it sets everything on fire and everything explodes, and they have to go back in the sea.
I don't want to do that story.
No one wants a story like that.
Your dad's boat's coming in, Raggy. He'll be wanting his dinner.
Let him watch. He didn't come home yesterday. Why should I come home today?
Well, Bessie saw.
My mum said,
My mum said the soldiers are in the south. They wouldn't come up here anyway. We haven't got anything for them.
How do we know what they want? No one tells us anything.
My uncle's down south. He wrote my dad saying there's thousands of soldiers. They've taken over all the houses, even the palace.
You're making that up.
She isn't. My brother said the same. It was on the radio.
They've got everyone trapped, and they're not allowed their own radios, or newspapers, or singing their own songs.
What songs are they singing then?
Enemy songs. That's all there is now.
Not the palace, though. The king wouldn't let them. I heard they chased him out. The prince, too.
I heard they shot him dead.
Raggy!
It said in the paper.
Can we talk about something else, please?
What's my dad doing? Is he going home?
Can't see it. I can see old man Finn breaking bottles against the wall. Oh, and Gunner's brother on duty at the crossroads.
What the police do is stand around these days.
He's scratching his butt.
Standing around watching like something's gonna happen.
Grown-ups will have a plan, though. Won't they, Raggy?
They'll have a plan. They don't tell us.
You reckon, do you?
There's probably a plane hidden in these woods just in case the enemies ever come. Or under the ground. Underground tunnels out to the harbour connecting all the houses.
My dad can't find his way to a bed at night. You really think they've got underground tunnels?
Maybe not him, but someone will. Someone will have it sorted.
Or boats already filled with supplies so we can all escape.
What about defending the town?
They probably have guns hidden somewhere. They want to do that. The grown-ups will have a plan.
The lights are going out in the shops. We should head back down.
What if we didn't?
They'd come up and get us.
What if they couldn't find us?
My brothers would be up here before dark and dragging me back.
We'll hide out in the hut. We'll light a fire. It'll be like we're Vikings.
Vikings?
Eat all the food we saved. Stay up all night.
Can we eat Viking food?
Yeah, why not? We'll roast stuff on sticks.
I don't want to sleep in a stinking, freezing hut.
Who are you saying stinks?
We're staying out here with stuff on sticks.
What, like him? Like here in the woods?
Like out, as in out. As in all night.
Yeah, but Mom's too scared.
I'm not.
She thinks the dark's got monsters in it.
Did I say I was scared?
She thinks the trees will come alive and the ground will swallow us up.
I'll stay out if it's such a big deal to stay out.
It is a big deal. It'll be the best thing we've ever done.
What about wolves?
Are you afraid of wolves?
No,
Just say it. I'm not afraid of wolves.
I'm not afraid of wolves.
Because they want us afraid, the grown-ups. They want us scared, so they can tell us what to do and make us feel small. But we're not small, are we? Are we?
I'm not afraid. I'm not Harry.
Oh, well, I'm not afraid of wolves.
All of you.
I'm not afraid of the dark.
Say, I'm not afraid of the dark.
I'm not afraid of the dark.
We're not afraid of the dark. We're not afraid like voices from under the ground. So fast, so sudden. They tore through the towns.
Banging on the windows, all the lights turned on.
1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4.
The yells and cries and hammering at doors.
Echoing even up here.
Singing off the rock.
They lined them up outside the ones who fought.
Dragged them, beat them, maimed them all. A boy lying on the road, blood running down his jaw.
His legs kicking, his brothers calling.
They pulled them away, started the engine and slammed all the doors.
Who told you?
The birds told me. The ground told me more.
Everything shaking and trembling.
And the young girl watching from the woods.
Watching the town flicker and fall.
Not so young.
Young enough.
Young enough to tremble.
Old enough to see and wish to see no more.
Bracken! Bracken! It's not.
They wouldn't come here.
They are coming, they're here. What do we do?
What do we do, Sig?
How the hell am I supposed to know? You're the boss.
All the houses.
All the houses, all the people, they're taking the whole town.
You can't take a town.
You can. They are.
There's Mad Finn running around the crossroads with a fish hook. He's coming at them.
What was that?
Nothing. It's not anything.
There was thunder. Yeah, it's just thunder and lightning. Just go back to sleep.
What? Mom?
Your mum's not here.
In my dream, there was.
Trucks. Big trucks. And soldiers.
Why are they like?
They're taking the town.
What's everyone doing? Why aren't they stopping them? What are they doing?
They're not doing anything.
What's going on, Maggie?
We can't go back home. We'll have to stay up here. Just for a bit. We need to really be like Vikings now.
Wake the others up.
What the tell them? Don't leave them. Can't we let them sleep for now?
It's not real. Not like how it looks. They're just gonna look around, see there's nothing here.
It's the town they're after. The whole country. There's the soil, and the woods, and the water, and the people.
We've got to go back to town, haven't we?
We are not going back to town.
Because you've decided.
What are we gonna do?
What are we? What?
We've nearly run out as it is. There's only one brew of custard left. I'm reasonably sure there's no brew of custard actually in it.
I mean, we could get messages through, couldn't we? Like, let them know we're safe.
Smoke signals, Morse code.
Just to let them know we're okay. I mean, my mum's got bad nerves, isn't thinking she'll think we've run away.
She has got bad nerves, Maggie.
I'm hungry. I think I'm actually really hungry already.
Seriously, Gunnar. If I killed you right now, no one will come looking for you.
What did you just say? Did you hear what she just said?
She's gone balmy.
He's got a point, Raggy. You can't run an army with empty stomachs.
We can't stay out here in the woods like bears. I mean, because you know we're not bears. And bears are a lot stronger than we are.
With sharper teeth.
Raggy, you're the last thing this town's got left.
We're the last thing this town's got left. We're the last resistance.
What's a resistance?
Which doesn't even matter.
Let's say we do go back to town. But let's say we're invisible. Let's say we slip in without a sound and leave without a mark.
This isn't like before. You can't just make something up and then it's true.
We know every inch of every building, every back street and bush and tree. We know all the holes and all the walls and all the sheds and all the attics. We'll make doors come unlocked, tires burst, windows break,
Food spill.
them soldiers think they've got some sleepy little corner. They'll think the place is haunted by the time we finish.
I mean, it's a good idea, but it's an idea, it's not.
Not what?
I mean, if the grown-ups didn't know what to do, how could we know any better?
What do you all think is so grown up about grown-ups? Why do you all think they know so much?
You might want to live up here like a dirty tramp running, but some of us have things to get back to.
What does that mean?
Just because your dad's an actual loon doesn't mean we want to be trapped up here.
They took my brothers, all right? All three of them. I watched it. They tied their hands, dragged them on the ground, drove them away. And Christy's granddad. He was trying to stop the trucks. They kicked him and hit him. We can't just do nothing.
We don't know anything about resistances. We don't know what's going on down there.
I know where their headquarters are. I know where their men are sleeping, where they're keeping their weapons, and who their leader is. Turns out, I know quite a lot actually.
We'll need a name. And uniforms, if we're going to do this
Oh,
properly.
here we go.
If I'm going to commit to this,
We'll be the dragons.
Shut up, Ford. What's
Oh.
wrong with the dragons?
sounds like a football team.
Will be the snow dragons.
Too girly.
What's girly about snow?
It's not about dragons.
You know, we could rise up from the frozen earth, wreaking our foul vengeance.
Speaking of what?
So we're the snow dragons.
The snow dragons.
I saw them. I heard them. Brave glass. 16 neck faces thinking like a cat.
They snaked through town and scattered like rats.
Nobody knew they were there. Did you think or believe it? They were softer than night. They smashed all the tires and snuffed all the lights.
They fitted like kites and they twisted.
And only we knew they were there.
What glory, what stories. Each night for a week. The soldiers were battled and kept from their sleep. There's never a sound and never a beat.
Not a solitary flicker on all of the streets.
Twisting the signposts and stealing the meat.
Salt in the water and pigs in the sheets.
Nobody knew they were there.
Who's got the corned beef?
Find it stacked up by the water.
Can you have got some mustard?
I wasn't at the greengrocers, Harry. I had to sneak past 3 of them on my way back. I thought my heart was going to explode.
Where'd the maps come from?
Police station. Just ran in and got them.
Maps and corned beef. I knocked up every headline and every one of their trucks.
This is the whole county. The woods and the mountains.
25 trucks. That's
50 headlights.
50. Only took us 5 minutes.
It's not a competition.
Yeah, if it was me and Gunnar would have won.
I could do something like that. Something proper next time.
You got the heart, mate. That's proper.
What's it mean?
Whatever it means. They won't get far without it now.
Endurance training!
I'm still eating.
Put that sandwich down, Gunnar. As soon as you've got already. Not you. You're on surveillance.
I was stuck up on that roof all yesterday.
We stuck up there a week, you give me lit.
Give you lip. Are you my mum now?
I'm worse than your mum. I'm your commander. So burn it for once in your life. First, the world tree and back. Get to me dinner.
Sheep faces, the lot of them. None of them say anything. run off up here.
You reckon?
I'm good at running. Better at running than she is. She knows it as well.
What's the difference then? You reckon any of this makes any difference?
I really think so.
What do you think? I saw my granddad while I was down there. Coming back out of town, couldn't help it. Took the old turn down the old street and there he was. Sat up in our front room like always. Except he was sat in the dark. Sat up and staring. And he was so thin and so white. And maybe I made a sound on the gravel or something, because he turned and looked my way, and I nearly shouted. I nearly shouted out to him because he's got no one else and he's sitting in the dark by himself. He's got only me and he's in there in the dark on his own. But then I realized he wasn't looking at me. Just reflections on the glass, like I wasn't there at all.
It is something, all this. It has to be.
I was afraid all the time. I look all right, but inside I'm just awesome.
That's everyone, Christy. That's all of us.
I liked it before. I liked it when it was a joke. What you do?
What was that?
It was a plane. It was a plane.
It sounded like a dragon.
Shut up, Odd. Just shut up.
Sick. What's happening?
The town's on fire. Bombers, about 5 of them.
Get inside!
You didn't let them see you, did they? You didn't let them see you.
What are they doing? Why take the town and bomb it to bits?
Don't say bomb to bits.
They're looking for someone.
Funny way to look.
Trying to scare someone.
Find someone more like.
Are they looking for us, right?
Don't be stupid. No one knows we're here.
Don't they? Are you sure about that?
We've got to run. Surely we've got to run.
Just shut up! Please, just shut up! Where would you go?
Anywhere. Nowhere. Home.
And who gets blamed when you fall down a ditch and break your leg? Or you get caught in a bear trap? Bloody me! Because I'm your big brother. And everywhere I go, I'm tied on with a bleeding string.
I'm scared, Harry.
Shouldn't be. That's what Mum says.
What does Mum say?
Stop! You're scaring him!
She gets upset. But when you make her cry because you're acting like a mental case,
I don't. I'm not.
like that time you get mimicking things. Or when you follow that girl from the road.
I don't make Mum cry.
Just a stupid mistake from start to finish.
Story. Tell us a story.
No.
Tell us a story.
Well, there's, once there was a town on a fjord. And, not that one.
Tell us a good story, Snorri.
Well,
Tell us
then these planes came along. Except they weren't planes. They were filled with men. But Odin saw all this. And he leapt across the mountainside, sweeping through, crushing the planes into the mountainside.
And the market stalls with all the same things in all the same order. And the people having all the same conversation.
And the fishing boats all calling out to each other in the early morning.
And salt pork ribs and Fridays.
And trout flapping across the harbour.
And my mum's at the back door shouting for me to come back in. It's the end of the day and there's no more playing out.
And my granddad's in a grouch because his team lost and I brought snow in the house again. But then I make him a cup of tea and he forgets all about it.
And there's a crack above my bed where the water gets in the winter. I watch it while my brothers snore at night.
Those birds nesting up in the attic with all their soft, scratchy sounds.
A mad fiddle be out wandering, making made-up songs until it's light. And when it snows, even the voices will be silenced, frozen like bread.
And nothing ever changes. Not one thing.
I'll sneak a look at the damage.
Wait! There's someone there. 2 of them.
Where?
On foot. Can't be half a mile away.
They're coming!
No!
They're coming!
No, it's... Oh my!
What?
It's them! Out of the paper!
Who? For God's sake.
out, gun.
You said they were dead. I knew they weren't dead.
What are they doing?
Walking round in circles, it looks like.
What are they doing here?
Maybe they don't know what to do.
Maybe it's the coast. The sea. They've come to save us.
How do you think they're going to do that?
It's the sea they want.
It's the sea they want. The beach!
They're heading the wrong way.
They're probably starving.
Probably knackered.
I'm confused.
They're probably lost. All on their own in the woods. Because it is a bit scary.
Without a map and the trees talking at them.
Probably think they're surrounded.
They probably are.
What?
Soldiers coming from the town, there's loads of them.
We've got to help them.
Dozens.
Oh
What's
gosh.
the plan, Raggy?
Hundreds.
Everyone stop for a second. Let me think.
She hasn't got a plan.
Oh.
Let's do something.
Oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh gosh, I'm so hungry.
Marta, she hasn't got a plan.
I already said that.
Eat that and shut up.
Come on, think of something.
We have to help them, don't we?
We have to help them, don't we?
They're going to walk straight into the enemies.
They don't know the woods. They don't know the way.
Odd, but the king will know what to do.
But the king will know what to do. The king's the king.
There's got to be a boat. The beach is no good without a boat.
Didn't I tell you to shut up?
I'm just saying, if they're thinking of getting on a boat, shouldn't we think of getting on one too? They're no good to anyone dead.
Don't say dead.
And if the soldiers are coming,
It's the king and the prince they want. It's them they're after.
Dead or alive. Can we all stop saying dead?
look, we get them out, we get out with them. We'll probably get medals and all kinds of things.
No one's getting out.
Right voice to do. Screw a little minute.
The royals are running. They're going in all different directions.
They can hear the soldiers.
They don't know what to do.
We
Sorry.
don't know what to do.
Marta, they don't even know.
They don't even know the woods. They don't even know the way.
Is that how resistance fighters talk?
It's how someone facing the actual on his facts talks.
It's how cowards talk. Girls like you are always cowards.
What's a girl like me?
Nice girls, with nice iron socks and nice tidy handwriting.
Hello, I've already said they're going in all different directions.
Raggy, there's a good job, there's an invisible army.
Well, there's a good job. There's an invisible army who knows every leaf and branch.
We don't know anything about resistance.
Harry, you have got a plan, haven't you, Raggy?
I'm getting one.
You're having a good time with all this.
This is what we've trained for.
Look at her face. She's actually never been happier.
There's something we can do here. Something that's real and something that matters. Don't you think that's a little bit special?
We don't know anything about resistances. We don't know what's going on down there.
Then why are we still talking?
Somebody just bring the spades on. Just anybody bring the spades on. Anybody bring the spades on which are next to... Yeah, go.
diversions for seeing Christie. I'm on top of it all once. You're not needed. So back off.
You know the Rockets. I'll watch your back. What's wrong with that?
Get through. You're ugly scum. I don't want your help. I never asked for you to be here. So if you can't give me orders, you can go bury yourself with a snipe.
What's wrong with me, Raggy?
Seriously.
What have I ever done to you?
Go away.
So you haven't even got an answer.
First day of high school. You were to stand up and assembly and say our names. You stood up, your mates started cheering and clapping. I stood up, you started laughing, pointing. Then everyone was laughing and pointing because there was a massive hole in my skirt, wasn't there? Right around the bum. And I looked at your face and you were so pleased with yourself, so bleeding sure. I'm just a skanky girl from down the road, aren't I, Marta? But not anymore. Not out here.
I'm telling you, I know it's faster.
Shorter, it's not faster.
But that doesn't even make sense.
I really think we should just keep moving.
Meaning,
I mean, the ground's all wet down here. It's nothing but ditches.
3 girls running in charge.
Meaning what?
Look, what are you afraid of little mud for? I mean, where's your guts?
Harry, don't start winding her up. You know how she gets.
How do I get?
Well, sensitive.
Well then, why don't you two take your ditch southern path and I'll take my rocky path and we'll see who gets sticking first.
Hang on, I don't think we should really be splitting up.
What? Don't know the words? I'm sorry, so I sound a bit sensitive!
Goodbye, ground. Goodbye, sky. Goodbye, snow. Goodbye, stone. I wish I could have known you better.
Stay right there. I've got a blade and I use it. What's that sound? Are you a man or a mouse?
I'm not a man. I'm 12, and I don't want to be murdered by a tree.
By a tree? What are you? What you doing here, child?
Running away to live with the wolves or be eaten by the wolves. Either way, I won't be in everyone's way anymore, or a mistake all the time.
Who says you're a mistake?
My brother. He's right and I'm always wrong.
I used to think like that. I was a weed once. A weed with the weak lungs who got hives when standing out in the sun. But when I was 14, my uncle died and something changed. Because when I walked into the room, people bowed and called me king. And that's when I began to stand tall, to hold my head up. I began to speak deeper, and people listened. I was the weed king, but king nonetheless.
You're not a tree. You're Your Majesty.
I've been a good king, if been nothing else.
Don't say it like that. Like it's over.
But it is. Gone as where my son is. The night came between us and the trees closed in. I'd wither with my country because I couldn't begin to save it.
I know, away from here. Away to the beach, I mean, a secret way.
Don't give me hope, not in vain.
If you keep going that way, to the tallest mountain, you'll come across a birch that looks like a skeleton's hand. Then you'll see 3 rotten stumps. Then a rock that looks like a dog's head. Under that rock, there's a tunnel. We dug it last summer holidays. Once you go through that tunnel, you get to the end of the woods. Once you're at the end of the woods, you'll find the tallest pine.
A birch, a rock, a tunnel, a pine.
If you keep that pine in sight and keep going, you'll find the beach. And once you find the beach, you find water. But I guess you could figure that bit out yourself.
You wouldn't try to trick me.
No, Your Majesty. I'm your friend, Your Majesty.
You're more than that. You're my saviour. Come with me.
To the beach.
To the boat. Away.
I can't leave my brother. He wouldn't do very good without me.
Stand tall, little mouse. A boat will see a warrior then.
That's the North Star. That's the North Star. And we're coming on from southeast, and that's the town, and that means.
Yeah, so where's the path? You don't know, do you?
Just shut up, I'm working on it.
You said you were sure.
Well, if you hadn't bloody winded up snoring, then we would have talked from ages ago.
I set her off.
Well, the one who called her sensitive.
You're never in the wrong, are you, Harry? Not even once.
Also, if we hadn't had to stop for a biscuit every 10 minutes, we would have been there by now.
I need to keep my blood sugar up.
My ankle!
Oh, my head.
Who cares about your bloody edge? You're chipped like a bowling ball. You've broken my ankle.
Oh, it's not broken. Let me see.
Ah!
Yeah, I think that might be broken. That's it. Of course I'm gonna die here with you.
Don't speak. Don't breathe.
Hello, lads. Do you need a hand out of that hole?
Get back! Get back! It's me, Raggy. It's me. What the hell happened to you? Oh, the soldiers was behind me. I had to run like forever. They're not following.
There were 10 of them here a minute ago. You went off that way and then hit up that tree.
You were right. You hurt.
My leg. He had my leg. Pulled me down the tree. My shoe. Look, he's got my shoe. What about sick? I don't know. I don't know. Weren't you with sick? They all went mad. One of them was throwing rocks and I think she fell. I heard her shout. Oh.
I heard someone crying.
No, if anyone can look after herself, it's sick.
Too right I can. Come on. When have you ever heard me cry?
What's wrong with your arm?
Everyone, torches off. There's loads of them down there, every which way.
We should get back to the hut. We tried. They surrounded it.
On to the hut.
What? What's going on?
Back there!
There. Hiding places. Remember your training.
You know, we shouldn't call you Odd anymore. We need a new name. Like, Bjorn for bear.
Yeah, Odd's just fine.
I've got sights on the king, heading out from the trees, moving on to the beach.
And the prince?
There's a light far out, a boat. He's running, waving.
And the prince too?
How many are after him?
No one. There's no one.
He'll come in. He'll run. He'll save us.
Odd found the king. Odd set right.
And the prince too?
No, no prince.
But
What's the position on the boat?
Close, and getting closer. The beach is clear.
There isn't a single soldier. The soldiers are all here with us.
He's not leaving really though. He's getting out to raid an army or an air force or boat. Or
Of course he is.
because that'll be a plan.
There always is a plan.
Because he has to come back.
When I was little, my dad had locked me in my room. I always believed he was coming back. I'd sit and listen to the quiet and think that any minute he would open the door and let me out and hug me. No, he never did. It was always hours and hours. I'd be scared, and he'd never be sorry. But I always think that this time he'll realise. This time he'll come and get me and say he's not angry really, and that it's just all pretend.
I'm sorry for saying your cousin.
I'm sorry for saying one of those nice girls. You're not nice. They're not nice.
What would they do to us?
Don't ask that.
Would they kill us?
They wouldn't kill children.
Not even that.
Not even that.
There's a light down there.
There's a light down there. Look. Someone's looking. Silver carriages.
It's not tomorrow. What if I'm a green child now? Stop it. Don't.
Come on. Gotta say it.
I've got to say it. What if I never see my brothers again? And I'm no one's little sister?
What if my dad's finally gone over the edge with all this? What if he's locked up in a madhouse or lying at the bottom of the harbour?
What if I get home and my parents aren't there? What if all the rooms are the same? What if they're the same, but there's things between us that we'll never say?
What if my granddad hates me for not being with him? For not coming back? What if he can't forgive me?
What if my brother thinks I'm a coward for hiding up here? He might not always say it, but what if he always thinks it?
What if the school, the water, and all the other buildings have been bombed or blown to bits? What if everything's there but not how it used to be? What if all of the pieces are there but in the wrong order?
What if we go there? Our mum's just waiting with a big smile on her face. And nothing else matters when they see us. Not the town, not the war, not the bombs. They're just there.
Snorri, tell us a story. No, we're the story now.
Too right we are. We're the snow dragons. We're the last line of resistance. Don't ask, don't look, don't see. Some things we cannot speak. Don't ask, don't try, don't plead. Some truths we cannot read.